Hello there. Welcome to an all-new episode of the Imperial Collector. And if you gathered right there, maybe who said hello there like that, you might know who we're unboxing today. Well, it's none other than Obi-Wan Kenobi. Very important character again in Star Wars lore, Star Wars canon, Star Wars history. Today specifically, this is Volume 2 of our special Clone Wars edition of the Imperial Collector. So today, we have the figure who said, Sith Lords are our speciality. General Kenobi. Little General Grievous humor impression. Yes, General Obi-Wan Kenobi. Specifically General, because this is the figure from the Clone Wars TV show made to look like live action. Specifically, the actor Ewan McGregor. Right there. You'll see the figure on the box. You'll see there him from the Clone Wars movie, which the last Clone Wars special, you'll know that I talked about there was a movie that they had a little bit different design to them. They had little differences to their costumes. And then there was the TV show. In the TV show, they didn't have the capes. And of course, they wouldn't have had Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmets. And we'll see both those versions of the figure in this box, because you can make them two different ways. Like we always do, we'll take a look here. To start off with, look at that. Again, great artwork. Oh, General Grievous. You can tell that's who that is. He's about to start fighting there. General Grievous was in the Clone Wars TV show, but mainly we see him the most in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, of the Star Wars movies. And that is my favorite of the Star Wars movies, which I'm sure I have said here before on this channel. A lot of plastic here, so I got a bag for that trash. Now, this is one of those figures that I was telling you about that has the little battery pack that you hook up to USB. So we'll see that today. We won't actually hook it up yet because I don't have a little power supply yet we can use for it. But I'll show that to you. As well as this is a figure that you can move his eyes. And there's other accessories. So we'll go over those right now. Oops. Now, his cape is down in here, which, as you know, I'm not displaying them in the scene from the movie, which you'll see that is his cape. So I'm just going to leave that in there. Going to get out his stand. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I yawned in the video and now I've sneezed in the video. Well, you know, we are human. Most of us watching. Hey, maybe these episodes have made it into the future. Maybe there's some aliens watching. Okay. So we'll take a look at his stand. Now, unlike the last episode, he does not have a single aerial transport personnel. Now I can't remember what STAP stood for. One of those flying STAPs that we saw in the Anakin video. Single trooper aerial platform. There you go. He does not have one of those. He just has a base, which he'll stand on, and you'll see it there. It says Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it's a base we've seen before. Could be an Imperial, the deck of an Imperial Star Destroyer, or some type of room in a house or something like that on one of the planets they visited or had a battle in. He does have two lightsabers in this. He has his normal lightsaber, which you'll see here. That is the standard, very famous Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber, as we first see in Episode 4, A New Hope. Here is that new setup. I'm not going to unravel this because we're not going to do anything with it right now. But there's a long wire, and it comes with a little battery pack, as you see here. And the battery pack has a USB connector, and we could hook that up and see that light up lightsaber, but we won't do that right now. We'll do that in, like I've said before, the light up episode of the Imperial Collector with curating. It does have two blades, the swooshing action blade, which we've seen several before, and the regular blade for his lightsaber. And that does fit into both the lightsaber that lights up and his regular lightsaber. He also has the little tool to move his eyes. We've seen that before in the unboxings. He does have, as we've seen for the first time in the Anakin video, he has a little projector with none other than who I just talked about, Anakin Skywalker, in his outfit from the Clone Wars. Also, in that movie of the Clone Wars, at some times he would wear the Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet. This was the helmet for Clone General, and he was General Kenobi in that movie. As I've said, I'm not going to feature him from the movie, but from the series, so I won't have him with the helmet on. I'm going to take a look here. What's in this instruction booklet? Wow. Not really a lot of things in the figure box, but there's a lot of instructions. Now, it appears, I didn't see it and I won't look for it, but it appears that this figure also has that little piece that would connect to his belt for the lightsaber. As I said in the last video, I don't really like that little piece. It's very small and I don't want to break it. And I'm going to actually show him with his lightsaber, so we won't need that. He has several hands. And he does have on the gauntlets of a clone trooper. So you'll see they have the little pads on his gloves. His hands there. That's the hand for the lightsaber. I'm going to keep that one out because I'm going to use it. He has his hand where he's made this motion in several of the movies where he does like this and holds up his lightsaber and like it's saying, "You're next." And, you know, I'm coming at you. And I'm going to display him with both those hands, so I'm going to leave those hands out. And now, let's look at the figure. Now, I'm going to do what I've started doing brand new in these later episodes. I'm going to pause the video for a few moments. I'm going to get all this plastic off the figure, and then we'll take a look at it. And we are back. And wow, this is definitely Ewan McGregor. You can see there his features. That's him. That's definitely him. Again, like the other figure, the hair, very realistic looking. Very details. Look at the ears there. I mean, just the detailing on this figure is crazy. All the way down to the little mole that Ewan McGregor has there towards the center of his forehead, as you'll see there. The eyes are very realistic. His beard looks nice. It's wonderful. Now, this figure does have the armor of the clone troopers, like we talked about with the Anakin figure. Now, you'll notice the difference here. His is white. It is flexible, like Anakin's. He does have that symbol. We can see a little bit better of the Jedi during the Republic era. He has full gauntlets here. And instead of like Anakin had Anakin's normal boots, he has his tall boots that a regular clone trooper would wear. And so you'll see his full profile there. Here's the back. He has a belt similar to Anakin's, his belt that he always has in the movies and in the shows since he was a Padawan. He's got some pouches here. I mean, they look like real leather, but they are plastic. He has that little piece there that we remember that you can stick a lightsaber in. I have went ahead and put the hands on there that I want to have on there. His lightsaber hand and that hand where he's doing this. See that figure there? He is shorter than Anakin because that is realistic to the figure. To the character. The character is shorter than Anakin. So I'm going to get him displayed exactly how I want him. I'm going to pause the video just a moment, and we'll be right back to see the final pose of Hot Toys Clone Wars Edition Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, or hello there. Here we are back with Hot Toys Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars TV show, or with a little bit different uniform on, Clone Wars movie. And this is the pose that I'm going to have him in, where he's pointing you down, staring you down, because he's about to attack you with his lightsaber. Now, one little thing I will show you, because it's magnetic, just the cape real quick. If you want to see the cape on there, it does add some coolness to the figure. It really does. But again, I try to stay canon and true to what I'm doing here, and it's just not part of the TV series, him having the capes. I did kind of take the wiring on his outer robes here, so where it's kind of breezy, and he's doing his pose here, just shows you the different things you can do with the figure. Well, that concludes this little shorter episode with Obi-Wan Kenobi of the special Clone Wars Edition Volume 2. Next, we will have Ahsoka and Darth Maul unboxing, and also just a review and reveal of Captain Rex from the Clone Wars and a 501st Battalion trooper, specifically with the Ahsoka trooper bucket or helmet, but they call them buckets. Please like and subscribe to the channel, The Imperial Collector. I'm Oliver Dean McCurry, The Imperial Collector. May the Force be with you.